Hello and welcome. If you are stressed, you might notice things in your body like shallow breathing, tense muscles, usually in the shoulders, and perhaps even a sense of contraction in your mind. If any of those sound familiar, watch this video for some short and simple techniques to release stress and tension. Hi, my name is Eline Kieft and I work with Qi Gong, energy medicine, and shamanic practice. Now, stress affects people of all ages and all backgrounds, and especially work and health-related stress are major issues. We live in a time in which much is expected of us and usually under time and performance pressure. They all wanted it yesterday. I wish they taught us at school how we can deal with life with effortless ease rather than with chronic stress and anxiety. So fortunately, there are some resources like Qi Gong that you can turn to. In this very short routine, we're going to release locked up tension from the body, look at inspiration from the animal kingdom to shake off stress and reduce adrenaline, and step under a metaphoric waterfall to wash away any of the last remaining tension so you feel refreshed and replenished and can flow into the rest of your day with joy and ease. Sometimes when you experience stress, you're so tight you don't know where to start. So let's start by gently tapping onto the body to affirming that you are here in your body, as well as releasing tension that we hold deep into the body. You're breathing deep while you do this. You can breathe out audibly. You can tap down the sternum, the solar plexus, and up. You can just do this for half a minute or a minute just to say hello to your body. Hello, you're here. I have some time for you. I'm making time to listen, to release some stress and tension. You can do the same in your face. We often hold a lot of tension in the jaw. You can let your you can let your jaw hang. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Tapping on the cheeks, between the eyes, above the eyes, the forehead, the temples. And then on the top of the skull, I always think of this as receiving the rain, gentle rain to wash away any sorrows, any stress, any tension. You can go down to the back of the skull, slowly down the neck and the shoulders. If you like, you can change the arms, so you cross them, so you can tap on the body like that. It's a bit easier. And you can do this as long as you like, 4 or 5 minutes if you have time, but even just 1 or 2 minutes is really lovely. Feel the energy already starting to wake up, to release into the energy meridians, the rivers of energy in your body. And then we're going to shake it off. You can gently bounce into your knees, into your heels. But even if you're seated, you can just shake the arms, the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. And again, if it feels right, you can accompany this with a bit of sounds, sighing out audibly. Breathing deep and out. Now this is a very symmetrical shake, but you can also shake it up like this, shaking the spine, shaking the buttocks. It becomes more of a shaking the shaker. And this movement always reminds me of animals when they're releasing stress. they will shake from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail. So remember, imagine you're a dog or a cat or a deer, and you're releasing adrenaline right from the tip of your nose to the tip of your tail. Ah, ah. One more time. Ah. And again, feel the energy circulate through your body, but in a different way. It's more relaxed, more released, while energized. So that is the second technique. So the first one is the tapping, the second one is the shaking, and the third one, we're connecting to the natural world. Imagine that you are under a waterfall, a gentle one, not one of those many gallons a day. Breathing in, you're under this waterfall, and the water washes away any last tension. Breathing in, you're connecting with the water. Breathing out, you feel it wash your eyes, your jaw, your throat. And perhaps you even feel the tingling of your fingertips from the shaking and the tapping that you did. And with this movement, you're gently calming the mind, bringing the awakened energy to a calm, relaxing flow. Breathing in as the arms travel up and out as they travel down. Scooping up this vital water energy and feeling it wash any last remains of the stress and tension, washing the face, the cheek, your ears, your heart. Anything that was causing you stress, you ask the water to wash away. And combined with the deep breathing, this is really helping you to reset your nervous system. Grounding this energy deep in the belly. So here, these are very simple tools and techniques that are in your toolbox already, and often it's just a matter of remembering them. So when you're here after your practice, maybe you do one or two, maybe you're all three of these movements, and it doesn't have to take much time. You feel rooted and centered. Anything that stressed you out before, it's washed away, going downstream, and you feel ready to flow into the rest of your day with calm and ease. Now you might notice that this routine was shorter than the other ones. It's often when we feel stressed, we feel time pressure. So I wanted to show you that with just one, two, or three movements, you have the capacity to shift your inner state. This is what I call movement alchemy. It is your power to shift perspective. It is to shift from one state of stress or tension. Do one or two power moves, as I like to call them, and then really change your experience. And it's really through Qi Gong that I learned the direct relationship between stress and energy. You might have noticed that if your energy tank is full, things don't seem to stress you so much. But when you're running on empty, the metaphoric molehills become mountains, right? So one of the best things you can do in the long run to reduce stress is to increase your energy. And funnily enough, that is an ongoing cycle. When you release stress, you increase energy. And when you increase energy, you reduce stress. Isn't that amazing? So Qigong is a great practice that works on both these parts of the cycle, clearing up stress on the one hand, topping up your energy on the other hand. So if this speaks to you, I'd love to welcome you to my Wild Soul world. You can sign up for my weekly email with lots of tips and support for an embodied and empowered approach to everyday life. You can join my online Qi studio for a variety of practices to fine-tune your energy, release emotions, and create more joy in your life. You can even try it out for free for 2 weeks to see if you experience the same benefits of Qigong as millions of other people worldwide. And as I'm growing this channel, I'd really love your support. So if you like this video, please share it with others, subscribe for further movement routines, or send it to a friend or family member that you think could also benefit from some stress release. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you very soon.